Welcome to Movies Redux. Today I'm going to explain a drama thriller movie called An Affair. It is about a newly appointed teacher who finds herself being followed and soon discovers that one of her own students is obsessed with her. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. The movie starts with Anita jogging early in the morning and getting ready for school. She is a teacher and teaches in a school in the neighborhood. Being a new teacher is like trying to fly an airplane while building it. She reaches the school where her new students are waiting for her. She asks them to introduce themselves with some funny facts about them. Everyone introduces themselves one by one. Among them is a student, Marcus, who tells them he has a giant Coke. Everyone laughs at this, but Anita feels a little embarrassed. She doesn't react and moves forward, but Marcus interferes and asks her to tell some facts about her. She tells them she has been in gymnastics. Then, she leads them to different parts of the school. Back home, she finds her two stepdaughters celebrating her father's birthday. She feels happy to see them and have lunch with them. At night, she tries to be intimate with her husband, Hasse, who is a lawyer, but he ignores her as he is busy with work. Lawyer is the only one who can argue both sides of an argument and still bills you for it. The following morning, while jogging, she feels someone is behind her. She stops and looks back but finds no one there. She returns home and takes a bath. While taking a bath, she hears the doorbell and returns to open the door. She opens the door and finds a bouquet and a greeting card. She picks them up but doesn't understand who sent them to her. She goes to school and appreciates Marcus when he is playing volleyball. He, too, appreciates her as a return compliment. Later, she finds Marcus beating up one of his class fellows. She and her co-teacher stop him from fighting and beating his fellow. Then, Anita takes him to a room to see his wounds. While treating him, she gets closer to him and he tries to kiss her. But a student reaches there and they get separated. Later, Anita thinks about Marcus and texts him to forget what happened between them, as it should not have been done. She then receives a message from Marcus being shameful. She laughs and tries to ignore it. When she reaches home, she finds some white roses on the aisle and asks Hasse about them at night. He tells her they were found at the door when he returned home. The following day, Marcus's parents see her at school, where Marcus apologizes for his behavior with his school fellow, whom he fought with. Anita tells his father, Marcus will not join the trip to Berlin as it is an act of punishment. His parents protest against this policy, but Anita tells them it is not her decision. During their conversation, Marcus implores, but she doesn't understand this and stands up from her chair to bid farewell to them. In the evening, she is about to return to her home. Marx enters her car and starts to get quirky with her again. She is flushed, too, and they get intimate passionately. Back at home, she again feels Marcus's presence and keeps thinking about him as she is now obsessed with his thoughts all the time. She develops a strong liking towards him and gets intimate with him whenever she gets a chance. One day, she goes to Marcus's home and sees his mother, who introduces her to some of her friends who are in her book circle. Anita keeps thinking about Marcus, who returns a little later. He greets them and then goes to take a bath. Anita excuses for a toilet and goes upstairs to see him when he is taking a bath. She gets inside and starts to get close to him. They enjoy some pleasant moments with each other before she returns to join Marcus's mother and her friends, who are busy reading a book. The following morning, she goes jogging with Hasse, but remains busy texting Marcus all the time. At school, while taking attendance, she notices Marcus is absent. His fellows tell her he is ill. She feels uncomfortable without him, missing him the whole day. When she is about to go to a party in the evening, Hasse gives her a beautiful necklace. On the way to the party, Hasse feels Anita is a little absent and not with him mentally. She tells him she is a little tired. He seems suspicious and asks her whom she texted the whole day. She tells him one of her colleagues had a problem with a student and she was texting her, but he doesn't seem to be convinced with her reasons. They reach the party where Hasse introduces Anita to some of the guests who are lawyers like Hasse. While having dinner, Anita keeps texting Marcus. She feels uncomfortable with the guests and leaves the dinner. She calls Marcus, but he doesn't attend it. She goes to his home and sees his mother, who tells her he has gone to soccer training. Anita goes to the soccer field, but he is not there. She keeps looking for him and finds him with his guests outside a store. He gets into her car and tells her he loves Mina. Anita feels sad as she starts to love him passionately. Then he leaves the car to join his friends. She returns to the party and joins Hassa, who seems angry with her. Listening to the music, she thinks sadly about the romantic moments she had with Marcus. She cries bitterly after reaching home. The following day, Anita asks Hassa to plan a trip to Budapest, but he says it is impossible due to his professional engagements. She gets so obsessed with Marcus that she constantly thinks about him. While he is busy doing dance practice in school, she goes to the locker room, takes his phone from his shirt, and sees his photo with Mina. She posts one of Mina's nude pictures on her Facebook page so that she breaks up with Marcus. She then puts the phone back in his shirt. Then she sees Mina, who's crying, assuming Marcus has posted her picture. Anita tries to console her, but she keeps crying. She tries to convince Mina that Marcus is not a good fit for her and that she should break up with him. Later, she sees Marcus's mother and tries to turn her against Mina, but his mother doesn't take it seriously. She starts to stalk Marcus and feels jealous of Mina constantly being with him. The following day, she sees Marcus on the football field and tries to talk to him, but he avoids her, asking him to stop stalking him. She is surprised to see his changed behavior and feels hurt. She tells him she has something important to say, but he tries to ignore her. At this, she tells him she is pregnant with his child. By the way, pregnancy is the only time in your life when it's perfectly acceptable to eat pickles dipped in ice cream. He is shocked to know it and goes with her. Sitting in her car, she tells him she is 6 weeks pregnant. Marcus feels sorry and guilty of himself, but she asks him not to apologize as it is not his fault. He is distraught and starts to cry, but she consoles him, telling him they will handle it together. Then she starts to get physical with him again, and they get passionate there. She then goes to a garment shop and buys a dress for her. She comes across one of her colleagues there who tells her about the rumors of relations between a student and a teacher. She tries to avoid him and leaves the shop. When she comes out, she suspects that people might have come to know about her and Marcus's relationship. She goes to her car and starts to text Marcus. Later, she finds someone has written on her car. She is shocked to see it and can't understand who has done it. The following morning, she finds her ultrasound report near the sink, while Hassa looks at her with strange expressions as if he had come to know everything between her and Marcus. Soon, the doorbell rings, and she rushes to open the door. She finds Marcus's mother standing there. She is surprised to see her there. Marcus's mother gets angry with her for having relations with her son. She warns Anita to keep away from Marcus. She tells her if she ever tries to touch him, she will be done with her. Then Anita rushes towards the woods and starts to vomit there. Later, she goes to a hotel and rents a room there. She takes a bath and spends a night there. The following morning, when she returns home, she finds it locked. She tries to open it, but can't. She is surprised at this, as it never happened before. She goes to school, where she's asked to explain her point of view regarding her relationship with Marcus. She starts crying before the whole staff, saying it should not have happened. She sees Hassa and rushes toward him, but he doesn't stop and leaves. Marcus reaches there and bids farewell to her, leaving her alone. She's stunned to hear it and starts to laugh later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more recaps. Your support means the world to me. Feel free to drop any comments or suggestions below. Until next time, take care and stay awesome.